I'm William Griffith, author of More Than a Parting Prayer, Lessons in Caregiving for the Dying. I was serving as a hospice chaplain in Phoenix, Arizona when I wrote this book. After caring for over 1,500 patients, I realized I learned many lessons from them as they shared their stories. And I began to journal those lessons on my computer. And as I had opportunity to preach or to teach a Stevens ministry class, I would use their stories as illustrations. So often people would come up to me afterwards and say, I ought to write a book. Other people could learn from those lessons as well. And so I gave it some serious thought, and I began to put those journal writings into a manuscript form. And I sent them off then to several publishers, and I was so pleased that Judson Press responded and was willing to publish my book. I was pleased because 30 years before they had published my first book, Confronting Death. More Than a Parting Prayer is made up of 28 brief chapters. Each chapter tells a different story, and at the end of each chapter I list the lessons that I learned from the patients. I quickly learned that the dying are the best teachers about grief and death. And so these have been put into a book form, and it was published in 2004, and since then I have had opportunity to lead workshops for laymen, for clergy, for healthcare professionals from Arizona to Nova Scotia. And as a result of that, I have received many good responses about how the lessons that are learned and shared have been a help to many other people. One of the real rewarding and inspiring parts of writing in this very difficult area of death and grief is that the people who have responded and sent me letters and notes saying how much they have valued learning these lessons so they could care for others.